For almost a decade, scientists chased the source of a deadly new virus through China's tallest mountains and most isolated caverns. They finally found it here, in the bats of Shito Cave. The virus in question was a coronavirus that caused an epidemic of severe acute respiratory syndrome, or SARS, in 2003. What are coronaviruses? Coronaviruses are a group of viruses covered in little protein spikes that look like a crown. Actually, the word corona means crown in Latin. There are hundreds of known coronaviruses. However, thankfully, not all of them can infect humans. Of the hundreds of known coronaviruses, only 7 of them infect humans and can cause disease. The coronavirus SARS-CoV causes SARS. MERS-CoV causes MERS. And SARS-CoV-2 causes the disease COVID-19. Of the 7 human coronaviruses, 4 of them cause colds, very mild, highly contagious infections of the nose and throat. 2 infect the lungs and therefore cause much more severe illnesses. The 7th, which causes COVID-19, has features of each. It spreads easily, but can severely impact the lungs. When an infected person coughs, droplets containing the virus spray out. The virus can infect a new person when the droplets enter their nose or mouth. Coronaviruses transmit best in enclosed spaces where people are close together. Cold weather keeps their delicate casing from drying out, enabling the virus to survive for longer between hosts. A host is just the body of a person or animal where a virus lives, grows, replicates, and then spreads. What is a host? Please have a look at the following options. You can only choose one of them. Option number 1, a dried out coronavirus. Option number 2, a guest at a party. Option number 3, a person or animal a virus cannot enter or infect. Option number 4, a person or animal where a virus lives, grows, and replicates. What is a host? Please pause the video, choose your answer, and when you're ready, continue. Time's up. What is a host? Well, the answer is option number 4. A host is a person or animal where a virus lives, grows, and replicates. Therefore, humans are potential hosts for coronaviruses. So again, cold weather keeps their delicate casing from drying out, enabling the virus to survive for longer between different hosts, while UV exposure from sunlight may damage it. These seasonal variations matter more for established viruses. But because no one is immune to a new virus as yet, it has so many potential hosts that it doesn't really need ideal conditions to spread. In the body, the protein spikes embed in the host's cells and fuse with them, enabling the virus to hijack or take over the host cell's machinery to replicate its own genes. Coronaviruses store their genes on RNA. All viruses are either RNA viruses or they are DNA viruses. RNA viruses are usually smaller with fewer genes. This means they infect many hosts and replicate quickly in these hosts. In general, RNA viruses do not have a proofreading mechanism. That means that when they produce, let's say, new viruses, when they replicate, the RNA virus does not check to make sure that the new virus is the same as the old virus. DNA viruses do have a proofreading mechanism. So, when an RNA virus replicates, it's much more likely to have mistakes called mutations. Many of these mutations are useless or even harmful, but some make the virus better suited for certain environments, like a new host species. Epidemics often occur when a virus jumps from animals to humans. This is true of the RNA viruses that caused the Ebola, Zika, and SARS epidemics, and the COVID-19 pandemic. Wait a minute, what is the difference between epidemic and pandemic? An epidemic is a disease that affects a large number of people within a community, population, or region. A pandemic is an epidemic that's spread over multiple countries or continents. Here is a cool tip to help you remember the difference. A simple way to know the difference between an epidemic and a pandemic is to remember the P in pandemic, which means a pandemic has a passport. A pandemic is an epidemic that travels. If you want to visit another country, you can't just go there if you don't have a passport, can you? You need your passport when you visit other places. Therefore, again, a pandemic is an epidemic that travels. And the way you can remember this is the P in pandemic. You can remember that as the P in passport. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, well, good job. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening to the video today. I hope you learned something. I hope it was useful. And take care. See you next time. Goodbye.